Are just seen everywhere. We had a lot of developments overnight, so we want to make sure that you're in the know. Authorities are now 11 days into the search for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie. It is a situation that has now affected other parts of Arizona. According to the New York Times, last night, investigators looking into Nancy's disappearance, they detained and released a man who they were able to catch up with at Rio Rico.
Okay, which is about an hour drive south of Tucson. This map kind of giving you the lay of the land here. All of this happening overnight near I-19 and Camino Augusto. Our David Chazanoff, he's joining us right now live near where this home is, where detectives, they had a search warrant, we presume. They were out there. I mean, David, have officials said anything about why they questioned this man?
Allison, Emma, good morning. Well, they haven't said much, though what they did confirm to us is that they are finished with looking over that property over on the street right behind me, adding that the search for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie continues this morning. I mean, I can't even imagine how the Guthrie family feels during this situation. Now, actually, a couple of hours ago, we heard from Carlos. He was the man who was questioned.
I didn't do anything, to be honest. Like, I'm innocent.
And you don't even know who the lady is? Do you know who Savannah Guthrie
No,
is?
no.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't watch.
You don't watch the Today Show?
No.
So this was a complete
Yes,
shock.
it was.
Yeah, certainly. So you're now seeing how it appears this all started. So last night, Pima County deputies detained that man, Carlos, who you just heard from there, during a traffic stop here in Rio Rico to ask him about the ongoing Nancy Guthrie investigation. We saw multiple agencies searching a silver Nissan Rogue, though officials have not confirmed if the area had any connection whatsoever to why the traffic stop happened. Down the street from that traffic stop, we know the Pima County Sheriff's Department and the FBI had a search warrant to go inside a home and look for Nancy right next to where we are. Now, Carlos's mother-in-law says investigators broke her door, and they also showed her pictures and videos from Nancy Guthrie's doorbell camera, asking her if it was Carlos. She said no, and that she didn't know much about Nancy. Josephina Maddox, Carlos's mother-in-law, says she had nothing to hide.
They gave a tip that she was in my house, and I told them, you can go in and search my house. There's nobody there. I have nothing to hide. There's nobody in my house, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, certainly a scary situation here, but Carlos also admits that he didn't know much to anything about Nancy Guthrie, though he says that he hopes she is found safe. And also, as for this ongoing investigation, he told reporters that he hopes investigators find the suspect responsible, as he says he is not a suspect. We're in Rio Rico. David Chazanoff, 12 News Today.
David, before we let you go, is that the house just right there behind you?
It is a couple of houses down. We just wanted to kind of be respectful to the homeowner, but certainly we'll be checking in with them in a couple of hours or so.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much happened overnight. I mean, from being pulled over and then searching the home, and it just looks like back to a quiet little neighborhood right behind you.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like they're all going to be trying to wrap their minds around what happened over the last 12 hours. Thanks, David.
So just a few hours before authorities detained the man in Rio Rico, the FBI released several photos and then a video of the man they believe is involved in Nancy's abduction. You are seeing it all over social media, and for good reason. They're hoping by putting these out there, we can get closer to a suspect.
And it sounds like they are starting to get some tips in. Justin Pizzera live in Tucson this morning, just outside of Nancy's home, where the search is really intensifying. I mean, Justin, some of those neighbors pretty shocked to see those videos, those photos of that man walking in front of the archway. I mean, it's very menacing to see that person.
Yeah, you know, it is a little chilling to know that man was just right here. And I think that's what neighbors are also trying to wrap their head around as well. Not only is their friend and their neighbor missing, just seeing that man right there on her doorstep is very, very troubling. So this is the first time, though, that we're getting a good look at who police say is involved in this. At least one of the people they believe is involved in this abduction here. And it seemed like this was a lost cause because the sheriff's office has all along said that Nancy didn't have a subscription to her Ring doorbell, and so they weren't going to be able to get that video. And then we got this yesterday, so it was some really good news. The FBI director, Kash Patel, says that it was actually the private sector who stepped in here to make this happen and get that video for us. They were able to pull residual doorbell camera data from back-end systems. That's how they got it, not necessarily from the system itself. The doorbell camera also missing. We've been reporting that all along as well. Authorities believe that it was ripped off, taken off Nancy's doorstep as well. The still images in the video, very chilling for all of us to see, and especially for these neighbors here who live in this neighborhood, who know that that person that police are looking for was right here.
That was really scary to see someone coming right up to your house too, but just the images. But it's amazing that they could recover that too. But I just can't imagine if she opened her door and saw that, or if he came in the night. Oh my goodness.
I just hope that Nancy Guthrie's found, that she's alive. I feel for Savannah and her family.
And still, everyone is hoping for the best. We still don't know where Nancy Guthrie is at. They are offering that $50,000 reward for anybody that does have information that will lead authorities to her. So that's on the table as well. But at this point, authorities are just hoping that somebody does recognize something in that photo and gives them a call. Allison and Emma, thousands of tips are coming into that FBI tip line. So hopefully some of those are going to pan out here.
Justin, I'm wondering what the buzz is there. I know there's a lot of media that's there this morning. We heard about what happened in Rio Rico, which is an hour away from where you are. What are people talking about today? What are you expecting today from Nancy Guthrie's home? Are investigators coming back out? Are we going to hear anything from officers? What do you think?
We were hoping to hear something yesterday because the sheriff did say that the next time that he would be talking to everyone at a press conference would be when they would have something significant to tell us. And so yesterday was very significant. It was the most action that we have seen in this case in the 10, 11 days that they have been looking for Nancy. So we thought yesterday that we would hear from the sheriff directly on a press conference. We do hear from the sheriff's office, via email if we email something like that, but not directly from the sheriff. So hopefully that will change as this is progressing, and we are getting a lot of news, a lot of information here. So hopefully we'll hear something from the sheriff. As far as the investigation goes, it is possible we will see investigators back out here at Nancy's home as they continue this.
Well, yeah, because we can't forget that we did see investigators on the roof of Nancy's home here looking at other cameras, and there may be images from there that possibly could be released. Again, that's something we're going to be waiting for. Justin Pizzero live for us in the Catalina foothills. Thank you so much.
Aren't those pictures and videos like so haunting? It's what
Very
nightmares
disturbing.
are made of.
Yes.
Right? 12 News continues 24 hours a day on 12 Plus, where you can watch any newscast and any other 12 News content whenever you want. So you're in the right spot. This is where our coverage continues all day, all morning, whatever it is. Also at 7 o'clock tonight, we're going to have in-depth analysis about the investigation, where it stands, where it's going. 7 o'clock right here on 12 Plus.
All right.